comedy. We are a 501c3 nonprofit theater. We do comedy, which is what you'll see here tonight. We teach classes, which I'll talk about later, and we do community outreach and stuff in the Plaza district and beyond. Talking about the Plaza district, if some of you were coming and some of you were concerned, we'll just talk about this. There was an incident out there in the street. If you're, we've been told it was not gunshots, although some people heard it. It was a guy with a bat, and it was a bat first car. So, so it's, apparently he is here right now. We'll let the only the third crime I've solved this week. So. But anyway, so that's what's going on. Everything seems to be in the clear now, but yes, practice caution going back to your cars as we go forward. Oh, but hang out here for as long as you can. We have quite a few shows you won't even have to worry about. You're here for a very exciting night. In our headlining spot, after intermission, will be Take One Improv. We do short form improv. They've been traveling all around the states lately to do cons. Right before that, right before intermission, we're going to have a very special Gerald, which will be and then your first act of the night will be What's Happening, which is a very fun show because only the host of What's Happening knows what's happening in the show. So it's experienced improvisers, but they have no idea what they've committed to. By a round of woohoo, how many people have seen improv before? Okay, for those of you who did not woohoo, improv is just everything's going to be made up on the stage here tonight. Like, they know roughly what's going on, except for this next group, they have no idea. But they'll be making it up in front of you, often with your suggestions. When we ask for a suggestion, feel free to yell out a suggestion. When we don't ask for a suggestion, feel free to shut the hell up. It makes it so much easier to do improv when they're the only ones doing improv. If you continue to talk, then we'll talk bad about you behind your back. If you go on beyond that, we will sign you up for classes, and then wait till it's your student show, and then talk all during your student show. Or ask you to leave. I don't know, it depends on how long term we want to put our satisfaction. Gratification. So that's what tonight's going to be. And an example of suggestions, like I may come to this side of the room and be like, hey, what's something you loved from when you were a kid?
Popsicles.
Popsicles, excellent choice. And then over here would be something that you're struggling with as an adult, like being wanted by the police.
Type 1 diabetes.
So then you'd see a scene. Ideally, probably with a popsicle, coming out and apologizing to an adult about their type 1 diabetes. It'd be heart-wrenching and educational, and we'd all learn a lot. So that's what improv is. So are you guys ready for that? So coming to the stage right now, your first show, What's Happening?
Carry. Before Price is Right, because I ain't lost that much weight. Great, no, it's not at all. It's a bit. It's a joke. You can laugh at it. Let's jump into our first game. These people have no idea the games that I've chosen for them. I know that they don't know some of these games because some of these games are made up by yours truly. So to get these started, we're going to do word count storytellers. Let's game for everyone. Go ahead and step forward to the front line. What's going to happen in word count storytellers, they're going to be telling a story. The position in which place they are in line is the number of words in which they are allowed to use. So when we get to Benji can only use one word. Eric can use 2 words. Bridget can use 3, and so on. And then once we get to Dan here, we'll go back to the beginning to which Benji will go back to using 1. to help you as the audience, and not them themselves, because they're smart. They will count those words along the way, so you can make sure that they are not cheating. To get us started, can I get like your favorite movie, like a movie that you love to watch?
Top Gun.
I heard Top Gun. Top Gun. It's great. Some characters in Top Gun. Anybody know those?
Maverick.
Mavericks. One of them.
Goose.
There's Goose.
Iceman. Penny.
Airplane.
No, you're thinking of Airplane. They don't all look alike. Great. So we have a basic idea of it. Who has legitimately seen Top Gun before?
Which one?
Great. I need like just 30 seconds. If you can explain Top Gun, beginning, middle, and end, go.
A guy who goes to Air Force Academy and is a maverick and likes to, fly by the tower. His best friend dies. He can't fly anymore.
15 seconds.
And then he can.
All right. Well, you are in luck because for copyright purposes, we cannot retell the story of Top Gun, but we can do the great value version. Tonight. If you were to give an off-brand version of Top Gun, what would you call that movie? Wait, someone said something in the back. What was that?
High firearm.
High Firearm is the name of this movie. They can't use any of the things that you mentioned just now, Maverick, Goose, Iceman, anything like that, because we'll get sued. So they will all tell the story with as many words as they have. This is High Firearms, the movie. Count it down with me in 3, 2, 1.
Freedom. It's paid
And it is
made with your sweat. Gas. Fast. Faster. Zooming. Whoosh.
screeching, steering, flying, gas, planes, buses.
And then there was some stuff happening.
Freedom was buried in the deep recesses of your mind. They flew so freaking fast
That birds would hitchhike a ride for their
Southerly trip down south to South America.
freedom. Oh, freedom.
Sweet, sweet freedom.
You fly so high. That the guy that died
He lives forever in our hearts.
But we don't care about him.
Carl. Yeah, dummy.
You smell bad.
And your dad's dead. So just you now. And
There's not much else to say about.
That 'cause we don't care about him.
It's a different kind of Top Gun. It's High Firearms. If you were looking for Top Gun, go watch Top Gun. Our next game is going to be back in my Johnny. What's funny about this is that literally about a minute or so before we came out, Bridget said, "Back in my day," and I was like, "Did she look at my cards?" She did. She's in this game. So what's going to happen is they're going to be performing an improv scene. At any time, I can ring the bell, and whoever gave that, whoever did not give that last phrase can come in and do a rant about back in my day that has something to do with that last thing that was said. So if Benji happens to say, "Hey, the muffins are ready," then either Bridget or Johnny, after the bell is rang, can say, "Well, back in my day," and go on a rant about muffins of some sort. And they have to keep ranting until I ring the bell, and then the scene will continue as normal. Can I get like an epic adventure that a group of people might be going on?
A safari.
A safari, wonderful. This is going to be a place that is being treated like a safari with adventures and lions and all of those things, but really it's not a place where you would expect to have a normal safari like a Walmart. Where's that?
Rural Arkansas.
Rural Arkansas Safari in rural Arkansas, the home of Walmart. So without further ado, we will see back in my day. Count it down with me in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I hope you brought your gear.
Got the woodchuck spray,
Yep.
binoculars, a little home on the prairie in case we get bored at night around the campfire.
That's my favorite part. Back in my day, campfires were a sacred place. They were like therapy, where you could come and tell people things, and they would never speak a word to anyone else. You could tell them, "Hey, I was drunk and I stole a Pop-Tart from the gas station down the corner once," and they won't rat you out. But nowadays, you tell people stuff around a campfire and they're like, "Oh, that's cool, I just put that on TikTok."
I also packed some supplies. I chose Harry Potter instead of Little House on the Prairie.
Back in my day, all you needed was a little house in the prairie. There was none of these socially medias. There was no Insta-chats, Facegrams, no. When you wanted to have fun on a Friday night, you didn't look for your USB-C cable. No. You walked out in the forest, found a pretty new tree to stare at.
That was all I packed.
I'll share my woodchuck spray with you, don't worry.
Oh goodness, I heard the woodchucks are getting
Frisky.
woodchucky.
It's their mating season.
Well, hold on now. Literally the only thing I brought is this wooden walking stick.
Oh.
And now I'm really worried that
Seriously?
I wasn't.
A wooden walking stick?
Woodchucks are gonna be all over you like a rat on a Cheeto there, bud.
Back in my day, we didn't have an option for walking sticks. You had to carry those walking sticks with you 24/7, or you got attacked by the wild dinosaurs.
Technology's come a long way when it comes to sticks.
I know, right? Yeah, the woodchucks are just gonna love you. So, you know what? Steven, I'm just gonna...
Maybe you lead the hiking line. You go out front about 60 yards.
And we're gonna
Okay,
stay...
yeah, you can call it bait. Call it what it is.
Back in my day! There was...
Back in my day, you didn't need bait.
Back in my days, when people were talking, finish this.
Back in my day, white people talked enough. Our next game is for Dan, Connie, Jackson, and Eric. Dan, Connie, and Jackson, and Eric. In that order, what's going to happen is we're going to play forward reverse monologue. So we're going to start with Dan. Dan's going to be giving a monologue that you all are going to be telling him in a minute what that monologue is going to be about. He'll have about 30 seconds to 45 seconds of delivering this monologue, to which the next person in line, Connie, will have to give the bits and pieces of that monologue in reverse order, to which Jackson will then have to give the monologue, not that Dan gave, but that Connie gave, in forward motion, and then last Eric will give it in reverse. And then I will pick out one of these people who are on the sidelines to clean it up and tell us exactly what this monologue is. If done right, it will be exactly the same all the way through, front and back, but it won't be. So to get us started, can I give a type of speech that Dan is giving?
Dogs!
What is this?
Soliloquy.
A soliloquy. And then the topic of the soliloquy is?
Dogs!
Disney World. So without further ado, 45 seconds, it starts ish about now.
Oh, but yonder lurks my grand visage of Space Mountain. I shall scale the mountain as if I had scaled the very heights of heaven, to kiss the sky, to sail on down and curve back up and round and round and round until the very flat end, where I shall pay my $5 for the privilege of having kissed the sky of Space Mountain. The privilege of Lord Walt himself created this glorious kingdom for me to wander in, to avail myself of, to relish in its gorgeous, luscious, and most wonderful revelations.
And scene.
Oh my God, right in time. Normally when people play this game, they have small beats that you can remember, but hey! Connie's got this, and you believe Connie's got this, make some noise! All right, Connie, all of those beats in reverse order, 45 seconds on the clock, and go!
Relations. And that includes Walt Disney. And hail the mountain of space. And we go round and round. Round and round and round. For we hail the mountain of space. And we're here using big, big words.
That's what I remember.
Big, big motions. Because we are here at the mountain of space.
And scene, yeah! Next up we got Jackson, who's going to be giving Connie's version of the monologue in forward motion. And 45 seconds on the clock starts now.
We are here at the mountain of space. And we use big, big words! Big, big words! Big, big words! And then we go round and round and round and round again! Because we are here at the mountain of space with Mr. Lord Walt Disney for relations. With Mr. Walt Disney.
Reverse motion from Eric, Jackson's speech, and 45 seconds on the clock now.
Mr. Walt Disney, Lord Walt Disney, with whom we have relations. And we are here at the mountain of space. And we spin around and around
our Lord. More spinning around and around and around. Around. And, with big emotions. We at Disneyland are. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy. Everybody say hi, Amy. Hi. Amy, you get one of these three to clean this thing up. Forward motion. Who do you pick? 1, 2, or 3?
I don't know her name, but
2. Bridget. This is how the speech should have been. Bridget. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're here at Space Mountain, also known as Mountain of the Space. And we use big words and big motions to get here, and we spun round and round and round and round until we kissed. Walt Disney with love relations.
Whatever it is, some of you wrote down prompts for scenes you would love to see. And anybody, everybody go ahead and do a back line. At any point, anyone can come out and show us a very small one line. They get a one-line scene about any of the prompts here. So let's see here. Okay. No, not gonna do that one. It's too close. Not gonna do that one. Things you can say to describe a power tool, but it sounds sexy to say to a human.
I'll let you pound me.
Mine spins like crazy.
You know what? Screw you!
I squeal real slowly when I'm running out of power.
Is that a tungsten carbide bit, or is not going to see me?
It's better once it's charged.
Let's do pickup lines from Darth Vader.
I am your daddy. Do you feel the force inside?
Okay, go for it.
You don't have to worry about me wearing a sleep-out machine when I sleep. I wear it all the time.
Let's see the world's worst Gettysburg Address.
I don't know. It's probably about 10 minutes ago. The whole thing started again. We do something about that.
Our forefathers showed up and went home.
So it was delivered to me forwards and then backwards.
So when we said all men are created equal,
Looks at the world's worst camera operator. World's worst camera operator.
Hello? Hello, is this thing on?
Okay, get ready. Get ready. Oh, it's facing me. I'm ready.
Hey, director, they're like doing real bad stuff over here. I don't know. They're just like really going to town.
Should we cue the bow chicka bow bow?
Great. These are song lyrics or movie quotes that are terrible to recite at a silent auction.
I'll be back.
Show me the money!
Yes.
Let's get loud.
Hey baby, I'm good at dropping loads and getting out of town.
Yeah, I got a giant plane.
I just don't know where to land it.
Maybe a little bit later, show you my cockpit.
Well, actually, Survivor or Castaway, that was kind of like based on my life. That's some stuff that happened to me when I was.
Last ones? Yeah.
Oh, that FedEx envelope was supposed to prevent me from getting pregnant.
Unrehearsed improv. They're still celebrating backstage. How are you guys enjoying yourselves so far?